Welcome to week 13. So this week we're going to be examining the Bill of Rights, and what we're going to do in particular is we're going to be taking a look at the First Amendment. How many of you are familiar with the First Amendment, let's say in the demonstrations that took place in Charlottesville, or the issues with the athletes? The various athletes have now taken a knee at their sporting events. First Amendment is a very controversial amendment, but we're going to go beyond just the First Amendment. We're also going to be taking a look at the Second Amendment, which is also very controversial because we've had various shootings. We've had shootings in Texas, we've had shootings in Las Vegas, and that amendment deals with the right to bear arms. So First Amendment focusing on issues of freedom of speech, press, assembly, religion, and petition. Second Amendment dealing with weapons. And then we're also going to be taking a look at the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment is one that's probably very familiar with you guys because you're familiar with the idea of search and seizure. So as we take a look with these amendments, we want to be focusing on, one, what are their applications in your life today? Have you experienced some of these things? Have you experienced issues with the First Amendment? Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. We're at a school where there's a dress code. Have you ever thought about, is that a violation of the First Amendment or not? I'm sure some of you would like to change the dress code. So the First Amendment has the answers for you. And some of these things are still subject to a lot of interpretation. And that's why we have our court system. As we go through this week, we're going to be taking a look at, for some classes, you'll actually be examining the First Amendment in detail. You're going to be set out on your own to investigate the various parts of the First Amendment, the ones that you preferred, and you're going to do a case study looking at how the First Amendment applies places around the world, or how does it apply in social media. So this whole process is going to take a few weeks as we look at the amendments, specifically focusing on our First Amendment rights.